Hello all. In this video, we'll be discussing the answers for chapter 6 lesson 5 which was about multiplying polynomials. So if you would watch this, definitely it's going to be a mixture of all the questions which you have already done. So it will be helpful in revising for you, as well as you can check the homework side by side. So let's start by solving these questions. Now these four are much easier than what the video which I had explained, how to multiply binomials or how to multiply polynomials. So here all what you need to do is, as always, we have to multiply the bases first. So the perfect way of doing it is that you have to group the numbers. So when you group the numbers, okay, first, this is the perfect way of doing, but I also taught you how to do it mentally. So you can do that mentally too. So first you group 6 with 8, right? So, and then so this is how you group them. So 6 8s will give you a 48, and m to the power of 4 plus m to the power of 2. That means we are going to add the exponents. So that is going to give you an m to the power of 6. So your answer for question number 1 is F48 m to the power of 6. Okay, now the same here. All what you have to do is group the the numbers first, the bases first. So as you know, you can do this mentally. You don't need to write it step by step, but as some might need these steps, so I'm just writing them so that if you did not understand the lessons in the video, you can watch, you can understand it from here. So group the numbers together, group the like terms together, and then so 5 fours will give you a 20, and x to the power of 4, because here there is a power of 1, so 3 plus 1 is 4, and y square. Okay, now this one I will show you how to do it mentally. 10 multiplied 7 will give you a 70. Then here there is S5, and here there is 1, so that will give you an S6. So this is T, and here there is a 1 and there is a 4, so this is going to be T to the power of 5. All right, now this one, it's a more easier one, as you just need to multiply each term with what's inside, with 4. Each term inside the parenthesis with 4. So this is going to be 4x squared plus 20x plus 24. That's all. You cannot do anything more with this polynomial, just that you're multiplying that with 4. That's all. Okay, moving to the next question. Now again, this is the same case. You have to multiply 2x with 3x and 2x with negative 4. So if those who don't understand, then you have to write it this way. 2x multiplied by negative 3x minus then 2x multiplied by 4, or 2x multiplied by negative 4. That's going to give you anyways the same answer. Okay, so here we have 3 multiplied by 3x will give us a 6x, right? Then here negative 2x multiplied by 4 will give us an 8x, but there is a negative here, so that's going to be 6x minus 8x. Now 6x minus 8x, as here this is going to be a square that I forgot, because you're multiplying 2x with 3x. So 2x multiply the bases, so 2 multiplied 3 is 6, and then x squared minus 8x. So the answer for this question is going to be 6x squared minus 8x. Okay, let's move on to the next question here. We have to multiply again each term with what's inside. Now if you want to write this way, you can write, but I'll just multiply directly. So I'm going to multiply 7xy with the first term. So 7 multiplied by 3 will give me a 21, and here there is an x, here there is x squared, so that means it will give me an x cube, and again here there is y, but there is no y here, so I just keep it the same. Put the plus sign. Now I'm going to multiply 7xy with 4y. So 7 multiplied by 4 will give me a 28, and then no x in this place, so I keep the x the same, and then y here, that will give me y multiplied by y will give me a y square. Then plus sign again, just it's a 2, so 2 multiplied by 7 will give me 14. There is no xy, but then here there is xy, so we write the same xy again. So this is how you can solve a polynomial, multiply polynomials in a very easy way, rather than writing 7. If you write, it will look something like this: 7xy multiplied by 3x squared is going to be in one parenthesis, then again 7xy multiplied by 4y is going to be in another parenthesis, and 7xy multiplied by 2 is going to be in another parenthesis. So once you look at it, yes, it's the same one. When you multiply, you're going to get the same answer. So we just directly multiplied it without writing all these. Okay, now x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 4. Now for these questions, you can definitely use the FOIL method, as we already discussed in the previous explanation video. But you can use the FOIL method, or you can use the other way around, the vertical method of solving it. So here I'm going to multiply x plus 3 with 4. So x plus 3 I will multiply with 4 first. So that will give me 4x plus 12, right? So I will write here plus 12 with 4x, and then always don't forget to put the 0. Then I will multiply again x plus 3 with x. So that's going to give me an x squared plus 3x. So I will write 3x here, and then plus x squared. So just add them. You're going to have x squared plus, okay, just a minute. Okay, so this is going to be 4 plus 3 will give me a 7x. 12 plus 0 will give me a 12. So the answer for question number 7 is x squared plus 7x plus 12. Or if you want to use the FOIL method, so you can multiply x with x first, then x with 4, then 3 with x, and then 3 with 4. So anyways, you're going to get the same answer. It doesn't matter, however, whichever method you use. All right. As I've already told you, I feel comfortable using this, as I know I won't leave out any terms, or already it will be in simplified form. So that's why I prefer using this. So x minus 6, x minus 6, x minus 6 multiplied by x minus 6. So let me write it down this way. Now I'm not going to write it beside here. So you know what you have to do. You have to multiply negative 6 with x minus 6. So negative 6 multiplied by negative 6, that will give me a positive 36. Negative 6 multiplied by 6 will give me a negative 6x plus 0. Then I'm going to multiply x minus 6 with x. So x multiplied by negative 6 is going to give me a negative 6x. X multiplied by x will give me an x squared. So this is going to be 36. Then this is going to give me a negative 12x and x squared. So answer for question number 8 is x squared minus 12x plus 36. See, it's easy, but you need a bit of practice. As I always say, practice. This is why, because the more you practice, the more your speed increases in solving the questions. All right, let me solve this now. X minus 2, x minus 5. Okay, let's multiply. Negative 5 multiplied by negative 10 will give me a positive, negative 5 multiplied by negative 2 will give me a positive 10. Negative 5 multiplied by x is going to give me a negative 5x. Don't forget to put the 0. So x multiplied by negative 2 will give me a negative 2x. X multiplied by x will give me an x squared. So let's solve this. This is going to give you a plus 10. Minus 5 minus 7 will give you a negative 7x and x squared. X squared minus 7x plus 10 is going to be the answer for question number 9. Okay, let's move to question number 10. Now it's the same, 2x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 6. So 2x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 6. Okay, so multiply 6 with 2x plus 5. If you have problem in multiplying the way I am doing directly, do write it down the way I explained to you in the video, so you can then write it back. So 6 multiplied by 5 will give me a positive 30. 6 multiplied by 2x will give me a 12x. Don't forget to put the magical 0. Then Usually we call this a magic zero because so that nobody forgets to put it. Then multiply 2x plus 5 with x. So that's going to be 5 multiplied by x will give me 5x plus, right? Because that's, we are multiplying two positive numbers. 2x multiplied by x will give you 2x squared. Now you have to be careful when you're multiplying variables. As you know, 2x multiplied by x means, what does that mean? Here there is 1 and here there is 1. So no number, so that's 2, and x to the power of x squared. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so let's add these. It's becoming very untidy. Okay, so better I just, okay. So this is going to be plus 30. 12 plus 5 will give me a 17. Now that will be with positive 17. And 2x squared. So 2x squared plus 17x plus 30 is going to be the answer for question number 10 for you. All right, let's move to question number 11. This is going to be m cube plus 3 5m plus n. So I'm going to multiply first m cube with 3, right? M cube plus 3 with n, and then I will do the next one. Okay, so 3 multiplied by n will give me a positive 3n. Then n multiplied by m cube, as you know there is nothing here, so that's going to be m cube n. This is how you multiply. Now this is not the lesson, this lesson already you have done. You have done enough practice of these questions too. Put the 0. 5m multiplied by 3 will give me 15m. Put this plus sign. 5m multiplied by m cube will give you 5m to the power of 4. How did we get m to the power of 4? 5m multiplied by m cube. What does that mean? This means that the base here is 5. So 1. So 5 ones are 5. Now the power of this is 1. The exponent for this is 1. So that's going to be 1 plus 3, which is going to give us 4. Okay, so let's solve this part now. So this is going to be 3n. Now here there is nothing, means it's 1, right? But as you can see that it is m cube n, and this is 15m. So do you think we can add this too? Because they are two different terms, so we cannot add them. So when you cannot add them, what do? You write each of them separately. Now we cannot add m cube n with 15 plus m. Never do this mistake of adding m cube n with 15m. How can you add these? Right? You cannot add them. So you just write the terms separately. 15m, then m cube n, and then finally the one with the greatest degree, 5m to the power of 4. So your answer for question number 11 needs to be 5m to the power of 4, n cube n plus 15n, 15m plus 3n. Okay, hopefully this part is clear. I know it's a different kind of a question, but then a bit you have to be careful about it. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. That's a squared plus b squared plus a plus b. So just use the same method, whichever you feel is comfortable. If you think you're comfortable using the FOIL method, please go ahead and do it. If you think you are doing better with the vertical method, do it. The choice is yours. All right, so let's solve this. So I'm going to multiply a squared b squared with b. So this is going to give me a positive b to the power of 3, because 2 plus 1. And this is going to give me a square b, because there is nothing to multiply. So when there are different terms, you will just write the same term. Add the 0. So this is going to be again AB square, and then this is going to be a to the power of 3. All right. Now please do be careful when you are finally when you are writing the answer. As you know, if there are no like terms, you don't need to add them. So let's write a cube. Okay. Now a square b, ab square, are they both the same? A square b and ab square is not the same. So write them separately. A square b plus ab square plus b to the power of 3. So the answer for this question is going to be a square plus a square b plus ab square plus b cube. Only be a bit careful when you're adding them, because if they're not the same exponents, you cannot add them. As we are adding exponents, we are not multiplying them. Only when you multiply you can add them, but here we are adding, so they need to be the same. So we cannot, they are different. This is different from this, so you cannot add them. Okay. Now this one, start by writing the longer exponent as longer polynomial. Why do I keep saying exponent? Okay. So 3 plus 5, and then you're going to multiply that with x plus 4. Okay. Now a bit lengthier one than the previous one. Lengthier in the sense there is a term more, that's all. So let's multiply the whole thing with 4 first. So 4 multiplied by 5 will give you a positive 20. 4 multiplied by 3 will give me 12x. Sorry, 4 multiplied by 3x will give me 12x. 4 multiplied by x squared will give me 4x squared. 4x squared. Okay, it's going to be 4x squared plus 0. So 5 multiplied by x will give us 5x. 3x multiplied by x will give me 3x squared plus x squared multiplied by x will give me x cubed. You might wonder what's this, but this is the answer. Okay, so let's solve them. Okay, so start by adding here from this side. Now the addition order doesn't matter, so make sure that they both have the same terms. So that's 7x squared plus 17x plus 20. All right, so this is how you solve. It's easy. As I'm saying, it needs a bit of practice, that's all. Once you start solving by yourself and once you start practicing, it will become very easy to you. Okay, let's move on to question number 14. So the same kind again. So we have m squared minus 3m plus 5, which we are going to multiply with 3m plus 4. Okay, let's multiply them. So 4 multiplied by 5 will give me a positive 20. 4 multiplied by negative 3m will give me a negative 12m. 4 multiplied by m squared will give me 4m squared. Now once if you're doing it mentally, the multiplications, it's very easy to do it. You don't need to write them separately, you will understand that. Okay, so this is 0. 5 multiplied by 3 will give me positive 15m. Now how do we know it's positive or negative? You have to look at the sign which is in front of the number we are multiplying. So they both are positives, so the answer will be a positive one. Now 3 multiplied by negative 3m will give me a negative m square, because 2 m's, right? So negative m square. Then 3m multiplied by m square is going to give me 3m cube. Now let's add them. Okay, so this is going to be plus 20, and this is going to give me minus 12 plus 15 will give me a plus 3m. Then 4 minus 9 will give me negative 5m square. Make sure that they're the same terms, okay? And this will give me 3m cube. Now if you're starting to solve from this side also, it's fine, but I have a problem of starting always from this side, so that's why I did it this way. If you're doing it from here also, there is no problem. Okay, so the answer for question number 14 is 3m cube minus 5m square plus 3m plus 20. Okay, let's go finally to the last question. Now I know there have been 15 questions which are a bit longer and lengthier, but 4x square minus 3x plus 1 multiplied by 2x minus 5. Alright, so let's solve this. As I'm telling, if you're doing it mentally, you will crack it, you will nail it, you say. It means you can become a pro. That's what I meant. So negative 5 multiplied by 1 is going to give me negative 5. Negative 5 multiplied by negative 3 is going to give me a negative 15x. Negative 5 multiplied by 4 is going to give me, negative 5 multiplied by 3x will give me a positive 15, because minus into minus will give me plus. Okay, so this is going to give me a negative 20x squared. Then add the 0. Now 2x multiplied by 1 is going to give you 2x. 2x multiplied by negative 3 is going to give you negative 6x squared. 2x multiplied by 4x squared is going to give you 8x cubed, right? 4 2s are 8 and x2 here, x1 here, so 2 plus 1 is 3. Hopefully one day you also will be able to solve questions easily and quickly. Okay, so this one. So negative 5 plus 0 is going to give me a negative 5. 15 plus 2 is going to give me plus 17x. Now make sure that the exponents are the same. So minus 20 minus 6 will give me a minus 26x squared. And finally, and we are done. That's all. Okay, so hopefully the answer is going to be all right. If you have got it wrong, there is no problem, because you're learning something new. It's normal to make mistakes when you learn something new. It's not that you have to be always perfect the first or second time you do it. You learn just by making mistakes, right? So hopefully, if you do not understand anything, you are free to ask me. So till we meet again in another explanation video, uh, do check the questions answers properly, and if you have done anything wrong, redo it. You will learn it better. So we will meet again in another video.